comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sticks the combo. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Takes a trip. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Life lead opens up. Hits it up with a combo into super. Knockdown. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Springs forward with the drive rush. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Yoga float. Where's this going? Doing some quick planning? KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Goes for the drive rush there. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Burns them up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Can't tech the throw. Going in. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Back plus out the parry. Genius lead. Hits them with a stop and bop. Yoga float. Where's this going? Drive rush to keep it going. Full SA meters on burnout. The tempo of the match is king. Player one has the deck stacked against him. Crowns him from above. And they create an opportunity. Goes all in with the uppercut. Even the flatline's on. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Yoga arch! They got something in mind! Plus anti-air! Player two, one out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both sides getting ready! Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Forward rush! Both are ready to betting it all on the drive rush! Drive parry! Oh, drive rush! Oh, putting it all on the run! Takes it all on the super! Not trying one bit about it! The drive beat, no! Critical art now? Drive rush! No way they did that! Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world! Yo, top that! It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that run back! This can lead to some big damage! Big throws! Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two has the life advantage. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Was looking for that jump attack. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Takes a trip. Fireball from very long range. What's this? Gets the KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Pokes with a medium kick. Catches them with a yoga blast. Player two can build off this lead. Okay, creating some space here. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Medium kick hits. One chance here may end this match. Parry to answer the impact. So on point. What'll happen here? Yes. Drive impact for the win. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the match. Goes for the super arc. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Life lead opens up. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two, KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Shows the medium kick. Who's going to start things off? Throws them to negate the block. They're jostling drive rush to keep it going. Experiencing burnout. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. A trade, but they're not worried. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Blocks it. A parry? Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? This unleashes some big damage. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Confirm on the merciless yoga. No holding back. Dawson getting real serious with them. Okay, here we go. Player one, drive rush. Close range projectile. Will this super art do anything? Excellent read. They're in range. We're gonna see a jumping, setting it all on the drive rush. That's waiting for this opening. There's a drive impact. Just for nothing. Real Tebroza. Amazing forward rush. Player one can't let forward go. Laying the pressure on things. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. It's gut check time for both fighters. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, what a smart blow. Yoga play. Neither of them willing to back off here. Throws them. What's next? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Parries the projectile. Holds out with the block. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Nails the anti-air. Drive reversals can get you out of tough jams like that. Parries the attack. Forward throw. Not letting them out of the corner. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The jump-in is denied. Good job blocking the jump-in. Burnout action KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts to create space to stun. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close in that last round. Can they keep their momentum? Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Yoga play. Checks them with the projectile. Lots of life to play with. And full SA meters. What will they do? Let's off a yoga fire. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? And now, player two is dominating this plus out the parry. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Match versus comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Handily escapes the throw. There's a corner switch. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off. Sticks the combo. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 chases him down. Blasts him. And now, heading into the end game now, is getting, and that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Catches them with a yoga blast. Inferno to turn up the heat. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Goes for the throw. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Zones with the fireball. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps? Yoga fires it. With anti-air in the front. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whip punishing. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Got their eye on the air. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Throws him down. Knockdown. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Sticks the combo. Starts with a jump. And a super activation. Well aware of their life in meters. Really good decision making. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Knockdown and player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Goes for the jump in. Smart play with a drive rush to keep it going. Genius read. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 is barely hanging in. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. So little life left. Life lead is there. With tricky hidden variable. Player 2, the corner throw ends it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Anti-air into clutch! Clutch, anti-air! Player one is barely reversal! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Oh, out of sight! Turning it right up with a super!
Accepting!
Player one needs to take advantage of this cage system. Getting a call on the side rush! There's the burnout! Oh, critical arc now! This is going to hit for a critical arc! You gotta imagine that this is not only to wreck their right bar, but also their nerves. Player one can't this can lead to some big damage. Yes, the corner's free. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal! We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there! It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that comeback! Connects with the throw! Breaks the block with the throw! Blocks it! Takes him all the way to the corner with that. The jump in is denied! Knockdown! Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Neither of them willing to back off here. Starts with a jump in. Sticks the combo. Takes a trip. Where's their opening? Close them to negate the block. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Build up KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Can't tech the throw? Knockdown. Drilling top. That's the Yoga Inferno Rip. Hidden variable? You've gotta be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Overhead neck hunting. Player 2 throws though. How long does this offensive assault continue? In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Shall we begin? This will be a good fight.
Round one.
Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Goes for the throw. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Jump in finds the mark. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Grabs him. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 2 is just about out of drive after. Taking stock. Throws him. What's next? Solid blocking. Beats off a fireball up close. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or in there? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Dolphin serving up a sick burn with the sunburn. Player 1 chases them down. Grabs and throws them away. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What's gonna happen? Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout throw that fires off the Shinsu Hadouken. Knockdown and now, can they finish the job? Oh, burnout triggered. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Hold your breath. Life lead is the flatline zone. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Yoga float. Throws out a projectile. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Will they hit, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Got their eye on the air. This is a tough spot. Takes a trip. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Does a good job of pushing back. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out. Throws a fireball. Springs forward with a drive rush. Breaks the block with a throw. Hits them with a stopping block. Good job escaping burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Barely blocks the jump in. Looks like they're going for the super art. Uses the gauge for a super art. A real test of nerve here. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Puts them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Well-timed corner switch. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Can't take the throw. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Pressure is so easy. Brings out the super. Well aware of the life and meters. Really good decision making. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Big gap between the two fighters. So they throw out a fireball. Springs forward with the drive rush. Yoga float. Where's this going? A quick breather. Superb reactions on the drive rush to keep it going. Denies the jump in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. What's the next move? Shows the medium kick. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. The game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player one is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Both of our combatants springs forward with the driver. Goes up in flames. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Anticipated that throw. Taking chunks out of each other. In attack rate, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Knocked them out of the air. Final round. Uses their drive gauge. Player two managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. They're sitting on a full. This can lead to some big damage. Both sides getting ready. Next with a sandblast. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Anti-air in the clutch. Oh, you can help, but they may have a plan here. Gets the counter ashes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Amazing! Turns out, a lot of pressure building up here. What are they gonna do? This is, oh my God, Rock Super! Come on, kid, why would you use the super? Close it in! Crowns them from above!
You're lucky.
Player two clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A trade, but still works out. Easily escapes that throw attempt. Grabs and throws him away. With the throw. The order makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Very solid corner switch. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Throws them to negate the block. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player two is almost a KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Burns the drive game. Gets the rising uppercut. Player one chases them down. Sunburn! Opening back from sunscreen. Quick breather. Player one, oh, burnout triggered. Smart play with the throw. Going in, player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Knockdown and hit the drive. Life lead is there, but this is gonna hurt. Yoga anti-air in the clutch. They're recovered. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Wow, reads the counter attack. Player two can't use any drive. Turns out.
Final round.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Reads the jumping perfectly. Turning it right up with the super. The pale rider hit. Now they've got him trapped. How's he gonna get out? Good. This is go all in with the rush. The jump in is denied. Here comes the corner, connects with the throw. Player one links it. Go airborne. Getting up close and personal. Somehow throw is denied. What a read. What are you jumping in for? Player one is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Yoga flow. Where's this going? They're not going to allow any jumping. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for a drive. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump in is denied. Gets the tech, but how will they get out of this corner? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to hit. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover? Oh, burnout trigger! Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Time to go in. The Pale Rider snatches them. They're looking to end things right here. Sandblast. The low kick hits. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner here. There's a wall splat in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Jump in, find the mark. Player 1 has the life lead. So goes for the fireball. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Throws him. What's next? Takes the grip. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. What's their game plan here? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. Inferno to turn up the heat. Big super arcade. It's on. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with the projectile. Player 1 moves the life lead. Goes for the drive rush there. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to do tons of damage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. The pressure is so intense. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. The jump in is denied. Grabs him. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Drilling time! That's the Yoga Inferno Rip! Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Yoga Flame goes for the fireball, which is burnout triggered. Player 2 uses the gauge for a super arm. Knockdown and now, can they finish the job? Experiencing burnout. Burns them up. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Time to reassess the situation. Looking to impress with this super. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us begin.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Blocks the jump in. Waits on the puncher with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Back throw to get the side switch. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. From up above, tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes to the overdrive. Holds out with a block. Shows a medium kick. Gets the parry in. And adds some pressure. Oh, easy tech. Hits him with a stopping block. Hits him in the gut. What'll happen here? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here, experiencing burnout. Still slugging it out at... Oh no, they're stunned. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Are we gonna throw them? Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 connects with the throw. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Bends it on the fireball. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Back at the start. They're not taking any chance. Throws a fireball. Player 1 out those close scuffles. And now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Still plenty of time left. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Max SA gauges. Punch springs forward with the drive rush. Time to reassess the situation. Gets a risky button. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Yoga fires it. Close drive rush to keep it going. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Look at the damage. Yoga fire. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Change things up with the fireball. Eats them out. Pumps that off. What is that with confidence? Oh, you smell that? Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be enough to cruise them from above. Dangerous range here. Reversal. Close range, but that closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Next up, very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a pro. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Big counter. Takes a trip. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Knockdown. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Gets the knockdown. Now rising uppercut. Player 2 can't use any more drive. Gets him. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fires off a Yoga. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Yoga float. Holds out with the block. Immediate kick hit. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters have a full 2 meter, springs forward with a drive rush. Breaks the block with a throw. Genius read. Yoga fires. Drive rush to keep it going. Yoga flame. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Barely blocks the jump in. Oh, burnout triggered. Super heart to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Hits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sticks the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trips him up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Strings it all together. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Both sides backing off to run their game plan. Goes for a drive. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how experiencing KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump in is denied. Flash note. Backstep Dawson serving up a sick burn with the sunburst. Quick breather. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Denies the jump in. Just goes for it at this range. Going in? Can they keep on? Still scrapping for control of the space. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Drive rush. Jumps in. Yoga distantly does some big damage. All the throw connects. Player 3 closes it out. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. The low kick connects. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Takes a trip. Both sides looking for an opening. Goes for the drive rush there. Bends the gauge on the drive rush. Takes the chance to hurt him. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 chases them down. A quick breather. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Drive time. Who's going to start things off? The jump-in is denied. That's off a yoga fire. Throws him. What's next? Ken springs forward with the drive rush. Jump? Barely blocks the jump-in. Burns them up. Pokes with a medium kick. What'll happen here? Player 1 is the KO. Player 1 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sticks the jump in. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Checks with the projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. No good up high. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Starts with a jump. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Going in? Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Inferno to turn up the heat and around with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Solid trigger on the top to block him to pile on the damage. Not close enough for the throw. Opts to open up their defense with entrapment. Gutsy play with the grab. Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Drive rush to keep it going. Life lead is perfect execution with the anti-air. Blink up. Throws a fireball. Breaks it. Opt for the critical art. That's a smart way to go for it. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. What's next? Tons of space between the balls. Getting it all on the drive rush. Big sets up with that amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 1 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win!
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile.
Yoke fire.
Jump in, finds the mark. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the command grab. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. Gets the jump in, heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 can't let their drive down to the wire. Getting into adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive games. Drive runs to keep it going. Hits him for the stun. This might be over right in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The next round is beginning. What's going to happen now? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Double lariat, and now Dolphin serving up a sick bird with the sunburst. Can they claw their way back and give themselves a chance to win? Are we gonna see a comeback? This could lead to some big damage. What now? Their spacing is so... This is gonna hurt. Anti-air in the clutch. Sets up with the jump in. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the flatline again? Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hit them with a stopping power. Stop the attack by using a drive parry. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Start with a jump. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Does a good job of flipping back. That's some big juicy damage on that KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Low heavy hit, mix up incoming. Takes the trip. Keeps them guessing with the yoga arch. Opts to continue the attack with burnout trigger. Player 1 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious situation. Grabbing it out up close. Going in. Player 2 is it a super art? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Goes for the jackhammer off the cyclone lariat, prioritizing the cyclone over damage. Player 2 can't let this is critical. They're stunning it enough. You need guts to pull that off. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who will come out on top in this final round? Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Both fighters are raring to go. The overhead denied. Quick breather. Good decision with that throw. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Okay, here we go. Crowns of the bomb. Both absolutely refuse. Burns out. Amazing. Player 2, oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Damn, with the blast? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Coming for the pot. Nice fireball. What are they gonna do? They can't get hit here. Teleport. Nowhere safe. Immaculate counter. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Goes with the projectile to tackle the opponent. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. The combo's there. Player 2 has the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. What did they think? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Taking stock. This is a huge chance to make a flip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Nails the anti-air. Yoga teleport! Where is he going? Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Plenty of space, springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and one combo can end. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has some good heads-up decision opting for the KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Their timing was on point there. That persevering may lead to something. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Solid no-tech. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Heats it up with a combo into super. Game for the super. They're not playing around here. This may be it. Drive rush to keep it going. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Burnout activates. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage. Are we going to see a comeback here? Yoga teleport. Where is he going? They decide to take a breather to regroup. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Low heavy. Next with the throw. Forward rush. The stun. Is it gonna be over? Catches out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen. Player 1 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Burns them up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Gets the perfect parry. This could lead to something big. All right. The throw is a statement. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player 2 is just about out of drive action. Takes a trip. Player 2 down to the wire. Picture perfect punish counter. In a dire situation, this can a smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Air slasher. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Long low attack hits. Oh, easy 10. And now, player 2 has the life lead, and they use it. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Yoga flame, looking for a chance. Yoga float. A trade, but they're not worried. Are they going to be able to crown them from above? Going to be betting it all on the front. A thunderous driving back to close the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Checks with a medium. Barely blocks the jump in. Yoga float. Where's this going? Throws a fireball. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Reads the jump in perfectly. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who springs forward with the drive rush. Betting it all on the drive rush. The projectile to say, get off! Fires off and it drops hard. Oh, drive rush. Flame drops them. Ooh, you never know. Crowns them from above. This might score. Still to the fire. Pop them up.
a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The throw is escaped. Gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Knockdown. Player one is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Solid throat tech. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Drive gauge finally recovers. And falls for the throw! That slight doubt is all it took. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player two has a slight livelihood that they may sit up. Gets the jump in. Knockdown and player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Burnout activates. Player two needs to use the cut of the corner. Going in, player two is dominating this match. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player one, perfect catch. Jump drops them. They recall the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? Looking for a chance. And it closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Yoga flame. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a forward rush. Taking good rock, super hard income. They've got about half-life left. Player one can't use drive anymore. Super hard to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Now you know him.
Oh, the spin, the meaningful burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player one can't let this simp. This can lead to some big damage. Ugh, take a seat. What a statement with that fireball. They are done. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick. Yoga fire. Sneaks in above. Still slugging it out at his range. Player one chases them down. Oh, easy 10. They hit each other. Gets them. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Solid throw. Down to the wire. Punish Cup baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Sticks the jump in. Gets the jump in. Going in. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Their spacing is so on point right now. But were they baiting them into that? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Burnout activates. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Oh, nice! Are we gonna see a comeback? Sunburst! I hope they pack some sun in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Start things off with a jump in. That combo did decent damage. Goes to the end. Player throws it. How long does this offensive assault continue? Sticks out a kick. Good forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Perfectly executed. Player one faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Out from above. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner jump. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round shows perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? And now, he breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Knockout, and they may be planning to spend their drive game here. Catches them with a yoga blast. Genius read. Blocks it. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the sunburn. I hope they pack some sunscreen. Both the super doesn't hit. Solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback possible? Huge get KO. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.